Hello and welcome to another Mythwind video. We're going to be continuing on our playthrough of this cozy game with our good old farmer here. Yeah, let's see what happens this time around. I have just finishing the last little piece of setup. You'll notice a couple things might have unintentionally shifted as we get down to the table here. Not so much the angle of the camera, so don't love our shadow right there. I'll maybe mess around with that in the future, but more so, this got bumped. I think it's basically where it was, but we'll see. So I have some scotch here to drink, and let's get started. As before, start by flipping weather. It is a rainy day. We can check up here to see if we match anything. We don't with only one day in. But it does tell us to do an event. So I always want to make sure I do this the right order. Like I said, nothing happens there. No one has heard from the swamp sprites for a while. So it's a surprise when a few of the mushroom-headed creatures are found skulking around the edge of town. The sprites greet approaching visitors. Thanks for coming to meet. How's town going? You're looking tall. They seem to be trying to make small talk despite their obvious awkwardness. Perhaps a campfire would have been equally awkward. Despite that, the swamp sprites seem to appreciate you coming to meet them, and now they're eager to make friends, even though they're not good at it. If one character skips a town action, gain a culture. Let's do that. So we're going to skip our town action this time. They may take a sprite of their choice. We only have the one, so unfortunately that doesn't help too much. I do get to do my town actions, or do my actions here. This one doesn't tell me who I align with, so I can pick if I want to do a sprite action or not. You know what? I'm going to plant. So I'm going to pick that I'm aligned with sprites, do one of those. And then do another plant action. Takes it down to 0. And we're going to grab this one for 1 coin. Come on, me. Do better. Keep them sorted. Grab this one. Get our beans in place there. So those are the 2 actions I can do. End of day. We return the character. That gets re-rolled. I was already here. This slides down. And I can draw 2. Alright, couple beans there. In the expensive slots, obviously. Couldn't be cheaper. But let's see, where do I want to go? I want to actually go here. We're going to spend the 5. Get 1 of each, so I can decide who I'm aligned with. But first things first. Forgot weather. It is sunny. That waters something. Oh no, never mind. I need rain. Sunny used to let me plant stuff. I was like, Sunny watering doesn't make any sense. It really doesn't. So, let's see. What do I want to do here? Think we'll start by aligning myself with the sprites to get a buy. Then I will spend 1 and a sprite to buy again. Just, it's so close to fitting like perfectly. And then I have human here. I could do cow, I could harvest. If I harvested, I could harvest these two and just get 3 money for them. So I would come out a little bit ahead, but not that much. I'm not sure that that's that worth it. I also have to remember I do have my different cameras here. I'll mainly be going back and forth between these two. I'll try not to do it too fast. I could get another cow. But I think I'm going to stay. I have a plan. Tiny little piece in the middle. Of course, I hadn't popped out. So, let's see what happens now. Cloudy sun isn't going to give us anything. Cloudy again. Cloud, sun, cloud. Not one of them. Though if I get another sun, that will be one. That triggers an event. Tracking down the wood golems is tricky in the dense forest. It takes nearly all day to find them. Your group doesn't feel welcome as they get right to the point. We've no love for damaging the forest. Once you reassure them that you will replant and avoid clear-cutting areas, they begrudgingly accept you, although it's hard to be sure. So if we had the lumber yard, that would give us 1. We don't. We only have the trading post. So I should have had these up with me. I have almost all of them in hand. Almost, of course. Come on. Well, it's telling me to do 47. So 47 is going to get mixed in. I am going to do it. I have all the event cards up here now. It actually works pretty well. All the things are kind of like you can push down on the side. Shuffling 3 cards, always tricky. So, I do have 1 open spot. No, I don't. I'm going to go here. That costs me 5, I believe. I need to look that up real quick here. Come on. Improve town, discover land. So I'm discovering land. That costs 5 coins. I do need to get my food up here. But let's clear number 8. That gives me 5 coins back. So that aligns me with the sprites. I can take a sprite action. I'm going to water. And water. And then let's harvest. And because we took the harvest action, we can get 2. So that is 9 coins. Let's just put one back and grab a 10. Nothing's changing up there. I could plant. You know what? Let's do that. Let's plant. That will completely clear that out. And let's actually spend the 1 to get this instead. Because now I'm connecting multiple things so I can continue to kind of expand my watering and harvesting process around here. That gets returned. That gets returned. Make sure I don't miss anything. Replenish crops. That one's upside down. Now, let's see what I want to do this time. Of course, we have our event first. It is rainy. Rain means I can water something. I'm going to water up there. And the chapel then advances. So now time for my town event. Now I want to check one thing here. Again, improve the town. So I'm going to go back to improve the town, and I'm going to spend all 15 I have to bump up the food. 3 spots. So now I do have that proper separation. The highest town resource must be 4 higher than the lowest. So that's set. I can still decide if I want to, and this is where in the book they have, where is it? Way too far. Nice little flow chart. So I have the trading post. I could look at getting the general store or a lumberyard or bakery. So I'm just going to find those right now. See what they have. General store costs 1 food, 1 tech, and 2 of these. So I don't have enough. And then I said what? Lumberyard and bakery? I need 3 of those. Now let's look at lumberyard. Lumberyard needs 3 of those. So fortunately, nothing super close for me wanting to build it yet. Instead, I've got that set up. I'm aligned with the sprites. If I'm going to be aligned with the sprites, let's pick this action. Water twice, then come here and harvest twice. So we are at 7 money back. I return here. Nothing's adjusted up there. I already took this guy down. He goes back there. Now we have weather again. So cloud rain, if this is sun, it's something. It is sun. So that advances the chapel up one further. We do have the open spot for it now. And because we have this, we can increase those two. And that's the... doesn't have the hand symbol under them. So it's the ones at the tower. Means that one bumps up. That actually works out well, though, for me. Because I want to spend the 5 to get one of each. And let's see. Flip you over. I want to get... do I want to get? I can pick either side here. You know what? I want to spend... I don't have the money for it. You get more money first. So that means I have to sell. So I'm going to, as my action, sell this one for 3. Then send him there. We're going to clear this one off the board for 3. Now I have a whole lot more space. Then let's drop this one down. Get that one in there. And I'd love to get another one. Is there anything I want from them? I can't spend enough to get stuff, and I can't like breed cows. So no. Of course, I roll lousy there. These advance and grab a new one. Another one. The middle section did not properly pop out of. Actually, I just hadn't taken it out of that. That was less a, oh, that didn't properly do it. And I'll try and remember to zoom in on this one as I work on there. Over here, I could spend 2 and 1 to put something else up higher. But I don't want to do that. I want to go adventuring here. Natural Bay. From the top of the hill or valley, people have been able to see the ocean nearby. No one has established an easily traversed path. But on this hike, you hear rushing water and taste the salt in the air. Making careful note of the landmarks, you find your way to a protected bay. It's connected to the ocean and fed by a waterfall. Sea life here is vibrant. So we're townsfolk. When you return to town and tell of this idyllic spot, someone offers to build a wharf there. So we find fishing grounds. That one goes in the first spot. It can't, so it will go in the second spot. So I'm going to have to clear out another spot here soon. Let's see. That was a lousy spot to have planted that, actually. I'm aligned with either of them. Let's grab sprites. Then let's tick down our sprite. Flip both. And let's come down here. Cost 1. Sell that. Get 5 coins. That worked okay. I have money. So I'm going to come, well, first things first, flip this. Ooh, that advances the building queue. So this tells me we gain a food. Okay, we have a ton of food. And a sprite die. And I can put out the chapel. Now the chapel has a calendar symbol and then a symbol after it. That means we get that benefit when it's the end of season. Fishing grounds advances. So that's getting close. I'm going to come here, spend 5. Let's do it here. All right. So I can increase the value of a villager by 1. Not a bad one, actually, to get. And this one aligns me with the sprites again. So, now I'll actually remember for once, maybe. Here we go. Looking at this. Sprite action to take this. We'll spend our sprite. Water. Actually, I would have put that down there. Then, with our dear old humans here, let's actually drop them by 1. And let's clear that up. I have a plan. As always. Unfortunately, my plan's a bit trickier from the fact that I only have 1 die and no money. So I need to go somewhere where I can get... Oh, that won't even reach. Never mind. My plan was only so-so. Doesn't really matter which one I do here. Then, well, let's tell you what we have for weather. Oh, we have rain. Rain, something is watered. Everything's already watered. But I do draw my next event card. The fairies. This is number 6. The fairies aren't as elusive as other sprites because they can fly. They live high up amidst the treetops. Getting up there is going to take some special climbing equipment that must be built from scratch. As your group climbs, the fairies flit around, laughing and encouraging you. By the time you reach the top, you expect to find the fairies impressed with your efforts, but instead, they're nowhere to be seen. So, that says tick a villager die down by 1. That actually is great because that just gets re-rolled until it's something, so that's better for us. If culture is our highest, we shuffle in 50. Otherwise, we shuffle in 51. And we're 1 away from having a new event shuffled in. Granted, that assumes that we hit the right number next. So over here, it doesn't really matter what I do. I might just go... No, I'm going to get money. Is it worth it? I'm going to go adventuring. Hunting mishap. You've been tracking a prize buck. It's taken hours to get to this point, but the opportunity to line up the shot arrives as the stag grazes in the field. Suddenly, you receive a blow to the back of the head and everything goes black. When you come to, the first thing you notice is a splitting headache you have. The second are unusually large bare footprints nearby. Evidently, someone snuck up behind you, although they didn't take anything. There's no sign of the buck. Shuffle event 125 into the deck. Hold on, what? Where's 125? Current quest. Make sure you have all the cards. We did not. So that adds 125 in. So we have our big stack of events. Who knows when that one will come up again. Right now, could come up again pretty quickly because we have 4 cards that are stacked in that part of the deck, and lo and behold, that will be what happens next time we have an event. I'm lined with the fairies, but I'm going to harvest, then harvest again, because that gets me 7 money. I need money. I harvested again there. Alright. That's solid. Now, let's return. 2 weather cards left. Sunny. So, cloud, rain, sun ticks up. And I should have checked. Sun, cloud, sun would have. And we get another event. Well, we know that this one is the one we just put in there. Your group can't shake the feeling of being watched while they work. Occasionally, at the edge of the forest, there appears to be movement. But whenever anyone looks, there's no one there. All you find are giant footprints and some dark fur. Shuffle 80 into the adventure deck. Bottom card of the adventure deck. Shuffle that one in. So next time we go adventuring. But that's not going to be today, because I'm going to come here. I'm going to spend 5, hire 2. And let's see. I'll do a sprite action. I don't want to do this one. Guess even though it will break the field, then I'm going to do another sprite action. Get that one there. And then for human, I'm going to harvest. I'm going to harvest this one because I have no money right now. Let's gain $3. Then we wrap up the day. Some nice strawberries and beans. And oddly enough, this will end with a rainy day. So rain, sun, rain, nothing. Then, let's see. So unfortunately, that's not going to get built. We will complete this unless I mess it up. Just looking to see if I have any of these objectives kind of completed. Highly doubt it from the looks of it. Green thumb, nope. Rancher, nope. Need more. Basically, I need more to spend in my fields to complete that. So do I want to go there? I'm going to go on an adventure again. This could be risky. Pursuit. While on a walk, you are once again have the feeling of being watched from behind. Feeling being watched from the woods. This time you're ready. A. Attempt to catch the watcher on your own. Or have humans help you. Tick one down, otherwise pay to tick one down. Or have I'm going to tick down fairies. Fairies are humans. I feel like I should tick down one. That's going to then tell me. Ooh. Before you reach the forest, the sprite touches your arm. Let us take care of this. So we find event 126. I feel decent about that event. That's going to get shuffled into the event deck. Interestingly enough, like, I've yet to see it take this long for somebody to get all of those 8 or 4, 5, 6, 7 out. I'm still short one, and the top one isn't one of those. So I'm sprite aligned. If I'm sprite aligned, I'm going to water. Because I watered, this just has to cross one of the spots I had. Then, and I could plant with a sprite. I might just keep that sprite though. Could harvest. Is that beans? I'm going to spend 2. I'm going to tick down that sprite to nothing to plant, because now I can harvest, and I can harvest from this field because it's adjacent to that. I can get my 8 coins, not start out super poor next time. I've not done a great job also, by the way, of building up the town. I haven't gone here and spent many actions. So then we do cleanup, and I'm debating. That took about half an hour. I could continue into the next season if I wanted to. The thing is, the season breaks are really nice to stop on. So end of season. This goes back there. Roll that up there. End of season effects. That gives me another culture. And the farmer has end of season effect as well. Overgrowth. To resolve overgrowth, So technically this gets resolved first. So we succeeded. I get 5 coins. Now I need to grab the goal cards. And shuffle in goal 12. I'll be able to pick from 2 of these. So let's look at the top 2 and decide. Food must be 2 or higher. Okay. It's most likely going to be the case. There must be at least 3 or more of one type of worker. 3 more of one type of worker than the other in the tower. Well, right now we're definitely not set up for that. Our food's going to be good. So let's stick with that one. Let's grab fall. Put that in there. And let's see. Is there anything else that I want to do? Weather comes back. You know what? Let's play longer tonight. Let's do it. There's nothing to stop me. I don't actually have anything super planned for the rest of the evening. So let's continue. That means I need to wrap up this. And I need to roll. One of these grows back. I believe placement rules like normal. Kind of sucked. But we'll start here. Oh, we'll start with some weather. We have a rainy day. Rainy day in the fall, not that useful. Doesn't trigger anything there, obviously. And we get an event. So I'm sure it's impossible to run out of events. Unexpectedly, a small group of wood golems visits town. They are impressed with the way you're using your resources. It's good. It's real nice. They all nod in approval. They offer to show you ways to improve your lumber processing so you can make the best use of felled wood. If you haven't built the lumber yard, build it at no cost. Otherwise, gain one of those. If you don't have the lumber yard, not lumber mill, I wish. Lumber yard. Lumber yard goes in number 2. So I'm going to have to go out there again. I'm not going to do that quite yet. I'm going to come here, spend 5, get 2 of those. Look at what I have here. Mainly that stuff. Tempted to just sell those cabbages or those beans for $1. So I can choose Sprite Align action. So I'm going to choose to sell this for $1. There is a reason for it, because now I'm going to use Sprite die. Oh, is that a good... I'm not sure that was the best use of my actions. Drop that there. Then I'm going to tick down this one to 2. Spend 2 coins. Actually, let's spend 4 coins. Let's get that out of there. And I want to see when I do that clear action. Clear, choose one. I was hoping I can maybe clear a couple of them at a time. Doesn't look like it's the case. So we'll stick there. And we return. Strawberries, okay. Now, let's see what I want to do here. Well, let's see first what I have over here. We have a cloudy day. So that would have given us something had we had it. Our buildings move up. That one says for our character action. So basically we can change one of these two into one of those two. To forgo our character action over here, I believe it is. We didn't get any. Oh, we do. We get another sprite die. I really like to stop rolling those low numbers. So I have a chunk of change. You know what? We're going to go spend our 5. Flip one of these. Do this one. A sprite in hand goes up by 1. That's real nice. And then I'm taking a sprite action to plant, then a sprite action here to water, and I want to look again at these level 1 tiles here. Anything have double strawberries? So double strawberries and potatoes. So I do ideally want to get those into play. So I'm not going to do anything else. I don't have any money to do anything else really. So we just advance stuff along here. Yeah, I have $0 in fact. Get taters. Return. That's all good. Our weather. Oh, cloudy. I forgot I get a free harvest with cloudy. I don't want to harvest yet. So if I go cloudy, 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 we lose a culture. Please don't do that. We do have another event here. Although you have continued to search for them, the fairies remain elusive. Meetings are held in town to discuss whether they've been offended. A group of townsfolk spins tall tales all evening about what will happen if this isn't resolved. Meanwhile, a group of children play at pretending to be fairies. Vix disrupts the meeting with a laugh, and she points at the fairies, watching the proceedings in interest. So we gain another culture. If we've already built the tavern, we would gain a fairy. Unfortunately, we have not. What are the requirements for the tavern? Tavern says we have the general store. We do not have the general store yet. What does the general store need? I think I might. Because I think that required just a couple food. I need one more of these. Sorry, you can't see what I'm pointing at. I need one more here. So unfortunately I can't. So I need to get some money. And I want my action. This one says either in the corner. So we're just going to go there. We're going to get $1. I'm going to pick fairy. Then I'm going to come here. Actually, let's do it that way. I'm going to pay $1. Get that. Oh no, that requires a fairy action. So I'm not going to do that. Because I want to use these fairies to irrigate. Because now I have Harvester. Which basically says when it's sunny, harvest. And I can put that along any of these. Let's do there. So I want to look that up so I know how to use it for sure. When it's sunny, perform a harvest or clear action. But that cost all of those for me. So right now I have little to no money. Nothing planted. So nothing to harvest. I return. I've already done that. Fill up. Now, finally, we are at number 7. Rock golems. Rock golems are rumored to live in caves and ravines. Strange rock... formations are indications that rock golems have been at work. While exploring the hills, rock golems appear behind your group. They wordlessly watch you build rock cairns, observing how you work together as a team. If our sprites are greater than our humans in town, so they are. We're going to add 52, correct? Oh, shuffle in event 53. I will shuffle in a second. We have all of those finally, so we're adding in 8. And then it says Adventures 11 through 20. It's a big stack of adventures there. I may go on an adventure. Maybe. Maybe. So all of that is done. I'm ready for my next action here. I definitely want to be sprite aligned if I can. You know what? I can just go here to gain $1. Be sprite aligned, which will allow me to plant. No, we're not going to spend that. There's no reason. So, we have that in there. Clearing isn't bad. I'd love to have more money to clear that. Can't afford a cow. Can't afford an implement. So I don't think we're going to spin those down at all. Just going to return there. Slide that over. Hopefully draw something good. Well, we are set on potatoes. We are going to be farming potatoes here shortly. But next we have our weather. Weather is just a sunny day. So cloudy, cloudy, sunny. It's not anything, but cloudy, cloudy, or cloudy, sunny, cloudy gets us another food. You know, the thing that we need the most of. I have so much food there. I have $2. I really need to get more money. But I'm going to go here. I'm going to spend my 2 to get a sprite die, because that then aligns me with the sprites, allows me to get that. I will take the sprite action. Oh, and I will harvest this because it is sunny. Might be like, well, that only gets you a coin. It only gets me a coin, but now I can spend that coin and a sprite to get this one. Slowly building my potato sanctuary here. And gonna do that. There's a reason for that I'll demonstrate in a second here. So I wrap up this turn. Didn't do much, unfortunately. Cloudy. So cloudy, sunny, cloudy. Or, yeah. Gets us another food. Just what I wanted. And it gets us an event, though. Ponk. The sprite who got trapped under the woodpile beckons your group to follow them into the forest. Come along. Promise not to run. When you arrive in the clearing, there's a bubbling cheer as dozens of sprites welcome you and celebration begins. The evening is spent hawking and laughing. Fix leans forward and says, "See, these sprites have made up their minds. You're all good to us." She points into the distance where the tower glows dimly. The tower will start showing its approval soon. Shuffle in events. 9, 42, and 128. So 9, 42, and 128. So, a few more events. We were down to just 2. Then 21 through 30 on these. We are loaded with adventures. I'm gonna have to start going on them. That's one thing, like with more players, you would potentially get through your adventures faster. Like if you're playing 4 players, because people can only go to one person to one spot on the board here. So if I come down here, that means that you might go here, or just gather a coin. All of those are certainly options. And then we have a new thing. Secret Envelope 1. So we have a new weather card. But first, I'm going to read a couple things here. As Fix promised, the tower gave back to the community with in an unexpected way. Later in the evening, dim light glows from the tower, or the dim glow of the tower flashes brightly. The ground appears to have lightning flash through it. Once the tower returned to a dim glow, it seemed to be over with one exception. Everyone felt a strong spirit of generosity. Enthusiasm to help each other build a collective home had never been higher. If our people are greater than our sprites, we would shuffle in some things. Otherwise, we add events 56 and 57. Number of times I have basically gone straight to the correct events is freaky. Oh. Wow, I shuffled completely the wrong things in there. And then add Tower Upgrade 2. Oh. Tower Upgrade 2. Brain failed me there for a second. We've replaced this. We can spend one of these resources to gain $1. Fix has been around town pretty much since your group settled here, but her presence has really stepped up recently. Additionally, Bouquet has been more present as well. The villagers generally appreciate their presence, and it has a positive effect on the other spirits who are helping in the town as well. This includes a new weather card that we shuffle in. And then we place Fix on the and we have dear old Fix here. We're going to flip it this way to show what it is. That symbol means, where is it? That for $1 you can hire a villager. Bouquet has for $1 hire a sprite. So we're going to set Bouquet over here. And when that sprite weather card comes up, replace Fix with the next numerically ordered sprite. So right now that's only Bouquet. I'm assuming that we'll get more and some different options. So this here is double-sided, and depending on which one you end up with. So I'm going to set that aside. I'm actually going to keep Secret Envelope 1 and return these 2 cards there, just because that way I can reset. Because I can imagine playing this again, maybe 2-player, 3-player, 4-player, because really, like, the actions I'm doing down here and kind of picking where I go in town, settle that. So I'm technically back here. I have no money. Want to do a sprite action if I can. I mean, there's nothing I can do there. I can go here for a sprite action. Or I can go adventuring. Kind of am locking myself in. Ooh, a treasure map. In a scuffed old scroll case, half buried beneath a boulder, you find a weathered map with a red X. Indicate which location you think the treasure is at. If you chose 11, you found the treasure. If the spot hasn't been discovered, discover the land for free, including the bonus. This is aligning me with humans. That's ticking up, though, both of these. gain 10, and a level 1 upgrade. Honestly, that level 1 upgrade is the best part of that, because I can look. Cloudy day, absolutely. Rainy day water. Cloudy day plant. I will get to that rainy day water. I need to get strawberries out there, and I'd be able to do it. But $10 is huge. Huge. Otherwise, you just gain a level 1 card at no cost. I need to go bump this up. That cost me 10, which kind of sucks. So I'm with human actions today. You know what? I'm going to forego that action because I don't want to spend my money. No, I'm going to spend some money. I'm going to spend 5. Clear that one out. I need to free up farmland. Let's not even spend 5. Let's do this smartly. Let's start down here. Spend 2. So I'm going to spend 2 coins. I'm forgoing that one. Fortunately, that happens after. So I'm going to spend a sprite to water. And is it worth it? I'm just going to stop there and not spend any humans. I needed that additional sprite action to really make this work. So that stays the same. I return. I have a weather event. Sunny. So sunny, sun cloud, sun, not a thing. But I do get a new event. Some fairy sprites, so it's called a wild crop. Some fairy sprites direct a group of townsfolk to an unexplored area in the forest. It opens up to a meadow that reveals a bevy of naturally grown vegetables. They appear hardy and able to grow through all types of weather conditions. Gain a food. Great. Too much food. But now I'm going to actually do this and spend 2 coins to bump that up for a food. And that is either action. So let's go back down here, since I remember to do it for once. And let's see. I'm going to do align myself with the sprites. And then oh, it is sunny. I'm going to forgo that because I want to then use my humans to harvest for 8. That's a pretty good chunk. And then a pretty good chunk of change there. Let's take this down. Plant for 1, and let's look. Let's see if there's any upgrades that I want to buy. I don't have the cows necessarily for them yet. Fertilizer costs 1 cow. Let's spend 10. I'll come and get a cow next time to get fertilizer. So right now that is uncow tended. Oh my goodness. I need something to tick those up. Because that's horrible. That is... Sorry, you couldn't see that roll. I rolled a 1 again. There is 1, 1, 2 2s, 2 3s, and a blank. And I have 3 dice in the tower that are 1s. So we advance down here. More potatoes. And some beans. Let's flip and see what weather we got. It is sunny. It's sunny, so I could harvest if I want. I'm not going to harvest. These guys advance. Let's put the lumber yard there. So tick down a die in hand and spend 4 to go up there. But now, if I'm not mistaken, I have enough for the general store. I can spend 2. One and 1. And this goes in slot 1, and I am fairy aligned, which actually generally a good thing. We're going to water. Thing is, I can't get my double harvest anymore. Then, let's see, we're going to go cow. Get me a cow. Put it there. Harvesting adjacent to that gets me a coin. Which is a pretty good move. Fortunately, I don't have anything to connect me to that. Until, well, let's plant. There, and I just want to look at that one again. From a field that is adjacent to the fertilizer. So I can harvest this for an extra coin next time. Absolute disaster. As always. Go there. And slides down by 1. And not bad. So let's see what the weather brings. The weather says move to the next one. So I can go there. I can spend a fairy die there to hire a fairy die for 1. I don't have a fairy die. And the fairy dice are kind of garbage, so I can go here, spend 2 to then use the fairy die there to hire another one. Oh my goodness, those are so bad. So bad. Sun, nothing up there. Where do I want to go? What do I want to do here? Don't have enough money to clear. I do want to hire. So I think I'm going to hire, spend 2, get that fairy. So I'm fairy aligned this turn. can do a fairy action. When that was sunny, so I can in fact harvest this for free for 4 coins. I'm curious, like, my level 1's 2 potatoes and a strawberry. Strawberries, correct? Good planner, so that means when it rains, I can water. Which wouldn't be a bad plan to get that and prep that. So, I'm going to spend a coin. Place that there. Then, I'm going to water. Tick down by 1. Because I watered and it is connected. I can get both of those. And unfortunately, I can't sell. So, could clear. Let's go and clear. So I'm just going to prep that one. Clear. There. I'm kind of building my engine down here in the corner. Eventually, I want to build out more. And as I can generate more income, I'll be able to go faster. So we return that. Draw this out. I know that there's no sun, so whatever I come up with here, rain. Rain in the winter doesn't do me any good. Rain here says plant. So I'm going to close enough. And I'm going to go here because I have enough to spend all of these to get that good planner. You know what? Let's do it there because from the sounds of it, I just get that action. Some of the other ones, it seems like you have to select. Like I would have to select this to be able to activate this as well. But because these are already conditional, they activate on the condition of the weather. At least that's how I'm reading it. I might be wrong. If I am, and you know in the chat. Or if I'm right, please let me know. So I've done that. I can align either. I have no coins. So best move for me is just to water, then use this, taking down to nothing, to harvest for 5 coins. And yeah, also leave it down in the comment section below if you're watching this after the fact. That all returns. We draw out 1. So I like the engine I'm setting up here. Sun, rain, if this is cloudy. Nope, it is rainy. Rainy doesn't do anything, except here I get a bump up either my culture or my food. I'm going to do my culture. I'm dropping this in. It gives me an extra sprite die. And let's see, that symbol means I can go there to get a character action. So you might be like, well, why would you want to go there to get a character action? You already get 1. Well, if I go here and I pay 3, I can get 2 character actions. Which means I can activate 2 of these things prior to spending any dice. Of course, that has to be with what I'm aligned with for the day. So, let's see. Oh, and that was the last weather card. I didn't realize that was going to be the last weather card. So my last thing for today, I'm kind of in a lousy spot. Let's just prep for next time. Bring those two in. We will plant. Rainy says water, so that doesn't do me any good. We'll plant for free. There. Now, end of season. I have completed this goal. So we gain another culture. And I grab goal card number 14 to get mixed in. And then with goal card number 14 mixed in, I also check one grows back. Let's grow that just right there. It's legal placement. Then let's look for the end of season. Only one, getting another culture. And then we pack up and save. With that, I do want to thank you so much for watching. We got through 2 seasons. I'm not too surprised by that. Trying to get everything squared away and set up here in a way that makes sense. These are all our completed events. Some completed adventures. And while we're at it, I'm going to flip over to winter. So I don't have a bonus for winter, which you might have noticed. That's because I'm farming. Like, it is harder to farm in the winter. That is what it's saying. Because it is winter. Return these. I'm just going to work on packing up a little bit while I chat to end the time. Thank you so much for watching. Hopefully this was fun. Hopefully you enjoyed the continuation. My plan is to play next Wednesday the Farmer again. And with the Farmer again, that might be when I wrap up playing the Farmer. I'll have to see. Get those in. And let's see, where do I want to put these extra guys? There should be room underneath here. Hopefully. Perfect. This one will go there. But yeah, there we have another game in the books of Mythwind. I had a blast playing this again, and I'm really enjoying this. I know the Dice Tower just did their review of this game. They were not necessarily as high on it as I was. I think I'm higher on it because Mythwind is exactly what it says it is on the tin. It is a cozy, kind of relaxing game. None of the stakes are ever too high in the game. It's like, as you see me going about and doing all these different things, I never feel like, because I missed out on something, it was a really bad thing. Like the fact that I hadn't built the lumberyard. Sure, I might have had some other advantage had I gotten that going, but I didn't feel like I was horribly missing anything because I didn't. So I really appreciate that about the game. If you're enjoying this content, let me know. Give me some thoughts down in the comments. Should I swap out characters after the next session of this that I play? I'm thinking that I will. Though my farmer, I'm having fun, and like that engine for the farmer is starting to click. Once I can start to, like, there aren't too many downturns for it, which I really appreciate about what the game is doing as well. But yeah, let me know if you enjoy that down in the comment section below. And if you want to know when I go live, that is generally Mondays, 9 p.m., 9:30ish. It might be every other Monday. We'll have to see. It has been recently. And then Wednesdays, 8:15ish or so. 8 to 8:15ish is when I try to go live. And that's when I play a bigger campaign-esque style game solo. Mondays tend to be a little bit more casual, some smaller, well, some one-off game. I was going to say smaller, but I played Heat Pedal to the Metal this past Monday. So, best way though to know when I go live for sure is to click that notification bell, and that will give you an alert whenever I put up a new video or whenever a new video goes live. And if you enjoy this content and want to check out more content that I do, you can check out nerdologist.com. The link's down in the description below. And nerdologist.com is a website that I run where I talk about all sorts of nerdy different things, board games being one of the major ones. And if you like Marvel, Marvel is something I talk a little bit about on Nerdologist, but I have a Marvel podcast, 10 Minute Marvel. So if you want to check that out, where myself and a friend chat about the Marvel movies, comics, whatever it might be Marvel related, you can check that out wherever you get your friendly neighborhood podcasts from. But again, thank you so much for listening, and we will see you potentially in a week, but maybe on Monday for more Mythwind. For sure, more Mythwind on Wednesday, and potentially sooner for some other random game stream. But with that, bottoms up.